to Secular Soup. Stay tuned for real talk about atheism, feminism, politics, parenting, and whatever the fuck else Amy and Amy want to talk about, because this is their show. And get ready for a whole lot of motherfucking profanity.
You want to hear a secret?
I won't tell anybody. Go ahead. If I sit next to you, I'm going to get gonorrhea. It's going to jump into me. Just two ladies hanging out.
Is it okay for me to make fun of his neck waddle if I make fun of my own neck waddle?
I'm not sure.
That's a real ethical conundrum.
Would you know if you were born a lizard person, or can you be like adopted into
I think you know.
We're such professionals.
We really are.
Buckle up, bitches. It's time to have some soup.
I'm Amy with a Y.
And I'm Amy with an I.
And we're just two blue. What the fuck are we? I don't even remember anymore. We've been doing this too long. We're two blueberries floating in a bowl of tomato soup. It's a really cool metaphor.
We have an extra blueberry today.
It's super, super clever. So today we have Charone with us. Why don't you, Charone, introduce yourself, because I'll do it badly, and just kind of tell us about what you've been doing in the, I guess, greater movement community. Tell us your whole backstory.
Yeah.
Start at birth, if you can.
Date of birth?
Yep,
California.
all of it. And your social security number.
Oh, please do. Your mother's maiden name. The important stuff.
Hi. Sorry, I have a horrible AV setup here. Thanks to basically my own incompetence. So, hi.
That's our brand. It's fine.
I'm Charone, and I thank you so much for having me on the show. It's been a while since I've been on any podcast. I'm a big podcast fan. I used to have a podcast myself called Habeas Humor, and hasn't been in production for a while. I had moved to YouTube. I was still doing the podcast, but also trying to do more video content for like YouTube, and I still get ideas all the time. I just don't really have the follow through to produce them. But just with work, and I've also been trying to do more acting and try and get paid for that. So I've been doing a lot of auditions and stuff. So that's been taking up a lot of my time. And also I have my profession has been law since 2005. So I still do that.
Can I ask you a question? And
Sure.
So, and maybe I should already know this. Do you have ADHD?
Probably. I've never been diagnosed.
She
So
asked everybody
they didn't
about
really
this.
have that when
I
was
do. My favorite new pastime is armchair diagnosing people with ADHD. And so when you said that you have all the ideas, but none of the follow through, just classic.
Oh,
Classic ADHD.
Amy, I found out that I might not actually have ADHD.
That doesn't surprise me, honestly.
That it might just be a trauma response.
Mm-hmm.
My scattery stuff.
I've always
Because
thought
I don't have ADHD symptoms.
you really don't. I've always felt like with you, it was more anxiety related.
My anxiety.
See, armchair psychologist.
Well, it was actually my actual therapist. She was like, "Your
I know. I'm
ADHD
saying
might just be
she
full on trauma
with me,
response."
So yeah.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm the one that sidetracked it. Go ahead, Jerome.
I've always thought I had some sort of ADHD. I don't know the difference, but
There really isn't one.
okay. Yeah,
For all
when I
practical
started
purposes.
reading about it, I think I was in my teens or something, when they started diagnosing kids, I was like, that sounds a lot like me.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Not able to focus, or like if I have to focus on something, I get like real frustrated if I'm distracted by anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I hyper focus. That's what I do. Is I have to if I focus on something, I have to hyper focus. Otherwise, I can't focus on one thing.
Right.
I have to play on my phone and watch TV, or
Oh yeah.
Me too.
listen to music and write a paper, or do something. I have to do more than one thing at a time.
At least two
me
things
too.
at a time.
Mhm.
Yes.
At least 5.
'Cause I listen to books while I work, and I do something that requires a lot of my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And but I don't talk about it on the show. But I listen to books while I do it, or podcast, because I can't focus on one thing.
Yeah.
So Amy doesn't even know what I do, even though she was surprised about it.
Listen, you're not that interesting.
She doesn't pay attention to me.
What?
She's known me for 5 years. I know.
I'm sorry, were you talking?
It's whatever. It's fine. Sorry, go ahead.
So yeah, we've been trying to just have more I guess guests on the show, female guests in general, female content creators.
And I liked your show. I did listen to your
Thank you so much.
humor. I'm
Buddy. Sorry, there's a bird. I'm at an undisclosed location at the moment.
just hanging out with
In
not-
which there is a
not hot.
in which there is a bird who likes to land on puzzles and eat them
Oh.
like a giant dick. After I
Let's
did
see
all
if my
kinds of
cat's
progress.
reacting.
So
Oh, I love cats.
yeah,
We
me
have
too.
several.
I have
Oh
two.
my god. Oh my god. Okay. Speaking of cats, can we do a sidetrack for a minute?
Sure.
Because I have
We
a crazy fucking cat story.
Literally never
Uh-oh.
do that.
It's true. We usually stay right on task, but
Yeah. This one time.
this fucking cat story. Oh my god. So you two, Amy definitely knows about this. Charone might. So I have a cat. Might be new information to people.
Is it a second one?
It is. I have two of them. So I have this cat, and as it turns out, cats are allergic to lilies,
Oh yeah. I had
which I never knew. Somehow I went my whole adult life not knowing that. And so my
I've had
cat,
cats my whole adult life too, and I never knew this.
yeah, my cat got into a bouquet that had some lilies in it, and I guess huffed them. I didn't see any like chew marks. They were none pulled out. It was just, I guess they can just like breathe it in or something.
Well, because they have all of those things, the stamens.
Right.
You have to wipe it off with baby wipes. That's what I do when I get them.
Oh.
Otherwise, they go everywhere. It's gross.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's just what I do.
So anyway, she was all lethargic and weird, and we ended up having to call the emergency vet. And it turns out our town does not have an emergency vet.
But it has a
which is-
Costco.
which is we have a Costco.
It's priority.
You gotta have a Costco. What they should do is have the Costco have an emergency vet, because that would be useful, honestly.
I mean, seriously, there's already an eye doctor there.
Yeah, you could get like you can get a 150 hot dog and a fucking emergency vet. Anyway, so we had to drive, and by we I mean I had to drive my cat to St. Paul in the middle of the night.
And you love St. Paul.
I mean, I don't hate it, but it's too
Oh, you hate St. Cloud.
Yeah, no, they're two different cities, Amy.
I don't know. Minnesota doesn't count. None of it matters up there. It's all.
I'm sorry. I've got like this one thing like just in my tooth and it's driving me crazy. Anyway, which is good for a video medium. So anyway, I had to drive my cat through St. Cloud, the worst city in Minnesota, which is a hill I'll gladly die on, to St. Paul in the middle of the night so they could, in a very, very expensive way, admit my cat to the cat hospital for, I guess, charcoal treatments and hydration and just expensive ass shit. And
Why
then
didn't
I
you just feed her charcoal briquettes and
that would
give her water?
because I'm not a cat doctor, Amy.
I know.
But she's fine. Good news is she's fine. $2,500 later. She's fine. I can't.
So expensive.
I did not realize there was such a shortage of veterinarian related employees everywhere. So
I haven't
not-
taken my cats to a vet. Like, you just don't have to take cats to the vet very often because they're just
I mean, yeah, usually they don't get into stupid
they're
shit.
just cool. Like
and
dogs, I had to take my dog to the vet all the time because
dogs are fucking idiots.
she was allergic to grass, so her
Oh,
paws
wow.
would get inflamed, and then she'd get a rash on her belly, but she'd lay in the grass. I'm like, her dumbass. So I had to give her medication, but not drug her, so she was asleep. So there was this balance, and
I feel like dogs will eat anything, and cats are
Yeah.
more.
my cats are literally laying in the middle of my bed right now. They don't give a fuck. They don't.
No, as long as you keep feeding them, they're fine.
Yeah.
Dogs are fucking idiots, and they'll.
They
get
don't
into
like it
all
when I
kinds of
don't get up
bullshit.
for work because there's one that's super.
Mm-hmm.
She's like anal about schedules.
Mm-hmm.
I say that she's my I make a joke that she's the schedule one. She's the one that has like that brain thing where she's like, I have to stay on schedule. I have to stay on task. Because if I sleep in just a little bit, she'll come and walk on me and then run to my office chair and then run across me and run.
Do you feed her in the morning?
No, I have an automatic feeder.
Oh,
I don't do that.
wow. Nice flex, Amy.
I travel too much to feed them or to like have to get up and feed them.
Another nice flex.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
So many
so
dick appointments, Amy.
you said it, not me. Such a fucking whore. So
Where are you at, Amy?
an undisclosed location
Okay, I'm just saying.
in a bunker in Minnesota. I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. Charone, did you have anything specific that you want to talk about or know? Or we're here's the thing. We're
gonna talk
really,
about
really
how
bad
much
at
she loves
podcasting.
Capitalism.
Yes.
That's what she wanted to talk about.
Oh no, I hate
Fucking love
capitalism.
It was the
Capitalism.
other, the opposite of that.
The other,
The other way. She loves
Yeah.
to hate capitalism.
Don't we all?
No, I was
I mean,
just reading. The freaking Brookings Institute is even
Mm.
publishing articles talking about how capitalism just
What?
isn't working. Yeah,
It isn't.
The
It's not
Brookings
working.
Institution? Holy
yeah.
shit.
Just just like it's like why I unfortunately it was on my computer and then it wasn't working, so I had it on there. But yeah, like just talking about like why is it so hard to get a good paying job? It's all people want. Like it's the freaking worst. And just there's so many. I mean, I'm not an economist. I just kind of parrot what other people say. I'll cop to that. But but there's our own observations too, right? Like we're working harder for less.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a bigger wealth gap.
Yeah.
No one could really dispute that.
Mm-hmm.
Growing wealth gap. And it's like why do these companies have to, it's like with the stock trade and everything, it's like your investments have to, even for us, like we're not capitalists by profession. Most of us, we don't like own companies and stuff, but we own investments in our IRAs and our 401ks, and we need those to go up in value. So everything has to get more expensive. Like that's just not sustainable.
Mm-mm.
So and
With the wages staying the same.
What?
The wages are staying the same. Like everything's
Right.
going
Wages stay
up.
the same.
Wages stay the same. We're fucked.
Businesses always need to make more and more profit.
Mhm.
Pay less and less wages.
Yeah.
Shave more and more off of the services they provide. Your airline seat gets smaller and smaller. All that fucking shit. Like it's just, unsustainable and just makes everybody miserable.
Mm-hmm.
We need a cashless, stateless society. No other way.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Like I was looking at rental houses yesterday. The cost of living is just, it's insane right now. And it's probably insane everywhere where everybody lives.
Yep.
Like, I can't find a rental house under, $2,500 a month, way out of the city in like the middle of nowhere. Who can live? Like who can afford that?
Why do you think I'm still in the same fucking house as my fucking ex?
Well, that's why I am going to have a roommate because there's no
in
other
your
way to do it.
40s.
In my 40s, I'm gonna have, but we're gonna throw parties, so it'll be a party house.
It'll be a cool house. Is there gonna be a hot tub?
No.
Mm,
We looked at a house with a pool and a hot tub, but the maintenance and the upkeep is too much.
Fair.
And I'm already
That's
going to be
fair.
paying like $2,900 a month for rent, so it hurts my heart.
Could you get a sugar daddy?
Okay, but I have to talk to people to do that.
True. That's true. Not if you send enough tit pics, I feel like.
I send enough, but it's not sugar. I just need. It keeps sending them to you. I need to stop sending them to just you.
Quit sending them to me. I don't want to see them, frankly.
But
I've
they're
seen your
amazing.
tits. They're fine.
They're actually spectacular, but you're welcome.
They are. They're pretty good.
Thank you. I grew
They're
myself.
better than mine. They're objectively better than mine.
That's why I called myself Hot Amy. I gave you the option of also saying humble Amy.
Yeah. I feel like we're equally humble. I'm more humble than you are.
Sorry, we interrupted you.
I'm the humblest. Sorry, Sharon.
We do.
Have you heard our show before, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
It's terrible. You shouldn't come on it if you don't want to get interrupted every 5 seconds.
That's what we do.
we're the worst.
Yeah, it's really
Correct.
terrible.
It's bad.
No, it's
But continue. before Amy so rudely interrupted you.
Oh my gosh.
Or the paper that I'm thinking about. One of them's winning.
I'm a big fan of I don't know if you guys are into BreadTube or even know what that is.
I know what it is.
But I like bread.
I know
tube.
Andy told me what it is, so that's how I know.
Okay, yeah, that's the leftist YouTube community.
Right.
Okay.
The serfs and Thought Slime and I think Philosophy Tube is part of that.
I love Philosophy Tube.
Yeah.
I love her so much. My son makes me watch her. I say make me. He turns it on and I'm riveted.
Like
He's a massive nerd. He'll send me a YouTube video and he's like, it's only 43 minutes long, Mom. You can totally do this. I'm like, I'm in the middle of work. And I don't have
that's the best time to do it, though.
No, that's when I read my books. I'm reading a Grady Hendrix book right now. I like murder
stuff. Talk to me on the phone.
I don't talk to you on the phone very much, but
true. It's because I never pick up.
She doesn't. It's great. But no, Philosophy Tube is fantastic. I just watched the one about I've seen the one about healthcare. I just want to watch the one about food.
There's a new one just came out about what is it? What is the name of the the guy that went to prison for the crypto thing.
Oh yeah.
And
the guy that was basically what Mr. Robot was based off of, sort of.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do they call that? Effective altruism, I think, is the name of the trying to if you have money, if you're a rich person and you're trying to decide where do I put my money, and
philanthropist?
Sure.
Sorry, I'm just randomly blurting out words.
But yeah,
rapist, Amy.
I guess there's this whole movement to just figure out how to help the most people or whatever, and there's all kinds of problems, how do you decide who
deserves and who should be saved?
Wouldn't universal basic income do that?
Okay, Amy, that's
help the most people.
Could you not think today?
Good point. I have too much eyeshadow for that.
Well, the other thing is that's another great channel, We're in Hell. Very funny guy. He's been talking about charity stuff, and he's Canadian, so there's a Canadian
lazy ass Canadians. I'm going on the record saying that they're all fucking lazy.
There was a Canadian thing I never heard of. I think it's called We.
Called what?
It was a charity. Some kids started it. And yeah, and he's talking about how there's all kinds of reasons with non-governmental organizations doing relying on them to do charity, which is what the rich people always say. We should let the churches do it, and we should let the private donors do it.
Which is what the government always does too.
Right. And there's so many problems with that, least of which is the interests of the donor class are opposed to the interests of the needy. They don't want we would like to see there be no more needy and the rich, be brought down several levels. That's not what they want.
Eaten.
You're not going to change the system.
Eaten after a nice swift guillotine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, no, the way we look at it is just fucked up in general.
Well, isn't that, I know this is a sidetrack thing, but isn't that kind of how the Hells Angels, they got involved in helping people?
Well,
because no one else,
when
the Black Panthers too, because they were helping the homeless and stuff because no one else was doing it. So they were helping out so many people on the East Coast or the West Coast because there was just this massive need and no one was taking care of that community. It was underserviced community.
Well, Felicia was talking about that.
I saw this whole documentary on it, but it's this whole community stepped up, and then they got arrested in trouble for it, of course, as they do, because you're helping people.
Felicia was talking about that when she talked about anarchy on her last.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. The feminist anarchy.
Fascinating, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was actually
anarchist feminism.
Something else. It was either your show or something else I was listening to recently about
If it's really smart, it was us. It was us.
If it was really dumb, it was us.
If it was really very intuitive. No, Felicia was talking about anarchist feminism, anarchy.
Yeah.
Anarchist feminism.
Anarcho-feminism.
Yeah, that was probably us. Because it's fascinating. I didn't know anything about it. But I like both those words. So
Same. Can you guys talk about this for 1 second? I'll be right back. Because I'm a fucking professional. I need to grab something real quick.
No problem.
Continue.
Yeah.
Just tell me about it. Or we can talk about Amy.
There is a course. It used to be on Wondrium, probably still is. It's like, you know how they have like those lecture series.
Oh yeah.
There's one that's called like Great Women of History or something. I wish I had the link prepared right now, but I wonder if I'm able to will I fuck everything up if I go to a different window on my...
I honestly don't know.
If it's still working, then we're good.
I can still hear you.
Okay.
Oh God.
She's still
What
there.
did you do, Amy? I was gone for like 3 seconds.
I figured we would just try out some new things while you were gone.
I mean, 3 fucking seconds and you dropped the guest.
There's warriors, queens, and intellectuals, 36 great women before 1400. That's another one, but there's one about this woman whose name I always forget. It's not Emma Goldman, but she's also cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to follow up with you about
Yeah,
that.
we can add it to the show notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amy will do that. She's good at it.
I do.
It's
It's not that I'm busy or anything.
Me neither.
Yeah, none of us are busy. It's fine.
I don't do a single fucking thing.
I know you don't. That's what I'm implying.
I'm back at work now. Thank you very much.
Me too. Yeah, it's whatever.
Whatever. I go to college and work.
I'm almost finished with school, so.
Have you guys been in the tracks of these like Stormageddons?
Yes.
I have been, but then they've fizzled out at the last minute.
I have, but it wasn't as bad as it was 2 years ago because I live in North Texas. I live in Dallas, and 2 years ago we were iced in for 8 days with no power because our state is completely cut off because the grid failed, and we're cut off from all of the states because we're
because you're fucking
independent.
Texas.
We're fucking Texas, and that's the one with Ted Cruz leaving the state and everything. Yeah, so he's my amazing
Ted
senator.
Cruz is hot as.
Yeah,
I
we have JD
ship
Vance
him.
now.
Yeah. So we have Ted Cruz, and Abbott, which are stellar politicians.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was in that one, and then another one came through a couple weeks ago where it dropped down to like 15, and then it was the week after Amy was here. When she was here, it was like 76, and the next week it was like 15.
No. It was like 68. That's a huge difference.
Okay, still, but then it dropped down to 15 the next week, and then it bumped back up to 80, and then it went down to like 20 something. It's insane. My allergies are like my face doesn't know what to do. Like it's like my sinuses are just insane because they're like my head hurts.
Is all the time. I feel like
it's insane. Well,
it
the
is
giant
insane.
drops like 60 degrees.
Fucking sucks.
They're getting snow in Arizona. There's a blizzard warning in San Diego. Like this is not okay. This is like the world is not okay. We should not have been frozen in Dallas for 8 days without power in Dallas. Like that's not okay.
Yeah, we were told that we were going to get this huge blizzard, and I was kind of excited for it.
I was ready for it
could have
because I
meant
don't
just
want to
like
leave my house.
Right, like it just snowed in day where you don't have to do anything.
Well,
and
I have to
then
work
we
still.
kind of got fucked out of it.
It's because I work from home. I have to work still.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
But then I get on my Switch and play Fall Guys, so I'm good. And I do hot girl shit, which is usually Zelda.
Hot girl shit is Zelda. Okay.
It's Zelda and drinking is hot girl shit. Sometimes something that is inebriating.
Can you drink and play Zelda in the hot tub?
Yes.
Because I feel like that would be extra hot
I have a
girl
straw.
shit. With a straw.
I have straws.
Okay.
Oh my God, playing video games in the hot tub would be awesome.
Right?
I don't have a hot tub, but
I don't either. But my
me
neighbor,
neither.
she lives like 5 minutes away. I'm there all the time. But
Okay,
no,
she's not your neighbor.
She's basically my neighbor. She lives 5 minutes away.
That's not a neighbor.
I'm
That's
not gonna.
friend.
Okay.
Neighbors don't live 5 minutes away. I'm sorry.
Sorry, the cat is getting.
That's okay. I shut my door, otherwise mine would. They're sticking their little paws under there.
Oh, he's so cute.
cat.
Look at how fluffy.
He's trying to get out the window.
What's your cat's name?
This one is Brownie. Brownie.
Aw.
Like we have bad names because Greg, my partner, tends to name them first. And so, and
Say no more. Men are the worst.
Mhm. Truth.
We have like these, cats that are stray or partially stray and come to our porch and stuff, and we feed them, and sometimes they come in and become like a full-time. This one kind of became a full-timer. He was injured, and we took him to the vet, and turned out he just had some kind of sprained paw or something. They couldn't even see anything on the x-ray, but we had him fixed, and he just stays with us. But he likes to be inside. But there's another one that we call Porch Cat because he comes to the porch. And he comes in and out, and then because he comes in and out, he gets Brown Cat all excited. And then we have another one called Trouble Cat because
she's trouble.
We have a catio that they go out when the weather's good, and she's a girl, and she somehow gets the boys, even though the boys are all fixed, she gets them all excited. They kind of fight with each other, so we call her Trouble Cat.
It's me.
Is she doing hot girl shit?
She's doing hot girl shit. She's playing the Mimish Cap on Switch because it's now out. Have you played that Zelda game? I'm just saying.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Hot girl shit. Okay, fine. I'm just saying. All the nerds got excited and they're fixed. But trust me.
I'm not a nerd. So.
Trust me.
I
Trust
don't
all
have
those.
a Switch. We have a play box, or what is it called?
I bought a Switch. I bought my
Yeah.
own Switch, even though we had the house Switch for the kids and stuff during COVID, so I could have Animal Crossing. And I got so into Animal Crossing, and I was sitting there working from home, and I work like 60, 70-hour weeks because my job is stupid. So I work like crazy long hours, and I'm sitting there on the Switch buying turnips and trying to hit the good turnip market. Roll your eyes at me. I can see you.
What? This is a podcast. You can see me.
Anyway, so I'm playing Animal Crossing. I'm selling turnips for like a high profit, and that's what I did during COVID.
I was rolling my eyes because my elder son had to have a fucking Switch just to play Animal Crossing.
It's fun.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? The Switch has been
so
out for how now you're what, 16 or 17 and you have to have a Switch.
Okay, I'm 20.
Just so you can play Animal Crossing?
What am I now? 28? I was 27 at the time, 2 years ago.
You were like 23 2 years ago.
No, that's not how math works. I was 27 for like 4 years.
Okay.
And then I was 28. And
you had your babies when you were like 5, right?
Yeah, my son that turned 20 yesterday.
Yeah, you had him when you were 5.
Yes. Yeah. That's how math works. That's how math works.
They do that here in Ohio.
I was going to ask where you lived.
Yeah. Oh my
I
God.
have absolutely no. You were just.
I guessed Michigan.
A person online. You are. You live in
my. Yeah, you live in my phone.
You live in my Facebook. I don't
right?
know. I don't know where people live.
I don't. You live inside of my phone.
So you live in Ohio.
Yeah.
It's
where we
like
make
Michigan.
10-year-olds have babies, Or
I mean,
we do that in Minnesota too.
Texas.
In Texas, they're 8.
10 is adorable. You have your gun by the time you're 10.
You have your gun by the time you're 4, I feel like.
I think you're born with it. I wasn't born with it.
Are you born? So are they born with teeny tiny little guns? Or are they born with like fully formed giant rifles?
It's like those little baby docs. Have you seen those?
So cute.
I don't want to have another baby, but I want to have another baby just to have those baby docs, but they're the same price as a full-size doc, which is stupid because it's this much leather. So,
and they'll wear them for...
They won't wear them.
3 days.
Babies will kick them and scream. They won't wear them. But I will buy them and be like, oh my God, I am going to be the worst grandmother ever.
You really are.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
My kids better have kids. No, they better not. I don't know. I don't care.
I want my kids to have kids. Fuck that. Then they're going to want me to babysit. I don't want to do that.
I'm going to spoil them. I'm going to introduce them to all kinds of stuff.
You have plenty of friends, and some of them are going to have grandchildren. Buy them the little dogs. It'll be fine. You don't need your own grandchildren. Then they're going to call you grandma.
I don't care.
Do you really want to be called grandma?
I don't care. They'll look at me. They're like, wow, how is that 28-year-old a grandma? Amazing.
Oh my God.
I'm going to start getting a little bow here.
Yeah. You should be getting Bo by now.
At 28.
I should be getting so much of it. Is there anything you can do to like make this go away?
I'll talk to doctor.
I've been thinking about it this week. Like, can they just make this, like this right here, and then just this?
This is what we do.
Go away.
So next time you come to visit,
this is why we make the medium box.
We can go visit the doctor, and she will tell you what she can do.
Okay, good. Is it cheaper than? I mean, we have doctors here.
Well, she has a hot tub.
Oh,
we will be in her hot tub.
Okay.
Talking about our face stuff.
Wait, she's a doctor?
Most of the time we just look better natural. Like I see these women on TV. Do you ever watch Darcy and Stacy?
I've seen it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Or any of the 90 Day Fiance universe things. Or MILF Manor is on now.
So the thing is we had better healthcare growing up overall. Our parents had prenatal stuff. We had prenatal stuff, so we didn't have the whole normal things that wrecked a woman's body. Yeah. Plus we're indoors. I'm indoors all the time because I just roast.
Same.
So I don't go outside ever.
Except
so we're just we take better care of ourselves. So
yeah, I feel like when I was younger, I had this idea that I was going to age really gracefully.
I'm not aging gracefully.
And I was going to be like, no, it's okay. Wrinkles are like normal. And I'm going to embrace my aging self. And now I'm just like, can I have all the fucking surgery? Just like, is there surgery that can just make my whole face just turn 25 again? Because I will pay money for that.
I'm okay with aging.
I'm okay with it.
I have gray hair. I have a lot of gray hair. You can't see it because my hair is
but hair dye exists.
And it's red. My gray hairs are coming in curly and I have straight hair. So I'm going to have those crazy like flyaways. And so I'm like sitting there like I'm not trying to pull them out because I am embarrassed of the gray. I'm pulling them out because they're standing straight up. And they're like really coarse, which is what gray hairs are, but they're like super coarse and curly, like almost like a ringlet curl in my straight hair. And so that's the problem I'm having.
Yeah, but if they all grow into that,
it'll
be adorable.
Absolutely. I'm going to be the witch in the middle of the woods, which is where I want to live. I want to make a house out of candy and I want to eat children.
And lure young children.
32-year-olds, and I'm going to eat them. I'm going to destroy them because
here's the thing though.
They make me promises that they better keep.
They better fucking keep.
Keep.
The blood of young people, from what I have heard, and I think this is science.
Charone can back us up.
Charone can back us up. It keeps you young. You just need to drink a certain amount of it every day, and I think it's like 5 tablespoons.
And I don't.
Does it have to be offered willingly? Or
No. You can just take it. That's why you have to lure them to your gingerbread house.
I feel like this show is taking a turn like the dude shows take. You're taking a stance that you really you shouldn't,
But if you're really fucking confident about it, people will believe it.
About
just
everything.
Joe Rogan that shit. Just be like,
oh God.
Experts say that if you drink a lot of children's blood, you will stay young.
I love my therapist so much. I've been going to her for 7 years. I love her so much. We've been through a lot together, my therapist and I.
I mean, that's what they say that the liberals do. Hillary Clinton and
they drink
aborted fetuses.
Exactly. Well, my therapist was telling me about this doctor that has this theory about ADHD being misdiagnosed as a trauma response, and I think that's correct for me.
Makes sense, yeah.
And she's telling me about these books that I should read that this guy wrote. And she's like, oh, let me find an interview and I'll text it to you later. I'm like, okay, that's fine. She texted me an interview yesterday and it was him with Joe Rogan. I was like, oh, no. Which I don't think it makes him not sound.
Right.
But good.
But it's just like, you don't want to listen to that. Then.
I don't want to listen to it. I will read the books, but it makes sense. It makes sense though, because a lot of my behavioral sets are trauma responses because of my upbringing and all of that stuff. So yeah, but
right. I've always
sent me a Joe Rogan clip yesterday is what I'm saying. So
it happens a lot. It's happened to me way more than once.
But those are usually Joe Rogan nudes, and that's for me.
Joe Rogan loves sending me his nudes. Oh my God. Constantly.
Welcome.
It's getting gross.
I need more nudes. I'm like
send you more nudes. Do you want my nudes?
I'm literally down to only one guy that will send me a dick pic now. So I'm like,
I can find you some.
I know where to find them. I'm on the internet. I'm just saying I want a personal one.
Yeah.
Because all of the
that's meant just for you.
Thank you.
Because that's romance.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then they make it their profile picture. I was like, I guess that wasn't very rude.
So rude. I would never recycle pictures like that. I'm just saying.
Oh, I dug some up. I was like, oh, these are 5-year-old titties. They look the same.
They look the same. You're 28, Amy. They look the same as
when I was also 28.
when you were also.
Yeah. I had a Facebook memory pop up the other day. I was like, I can't believe I'm 28. I'm like, oh God, that was from like 6 years ago.
Oh my God.
It's fine. It's fine.
Anyway.
Sorry.
So I know Amy didn't want to run too long because she has like homework and shit, because I guess she's a grown up that doesn't have ADHD apparently.
I do. I'm sure I do.
I don't think you do. I'm not just saying this. You've always said you have ADHD, and I have always in the back of my mind been like, I feel like,
yeah, you told me I'm way too on time for that.
You are. You're on time for things. You manage to go to school and have a job
and have kids.
Like, you're too on task, I feel like, to have ADHD.
I was never able to do that. Like, I was able to go to school full-time and work part-time, but anytime I tried to work full-time and go to school, I couldn't do it, even to take like one class.
Impossible. Yeah, you just can't.
I have to, because I'm my own sugar mama.
Yeah.
I can't take out any more student loans because they were all taken out to the max in my name, not by me. So
this is why you need a sugar daddy. I'm just saying.
I know.
They have websites.
My credit is crashed, like trashed from my previous relationship.
From your schmishmorshe?
My smishmorse, pre-schmishmorse.
Pre-schmishmorshe.
I got one of those letters that said like, oh, Biden's going to give you $10,000 off your student loan. And then I got another one that said, nope, not so fast.
Oh yeah, I got the email. It was like, you've pre-registered. I'm like, great, $10,000 would help. I would love it if the rest of it was gone, but okay, that's great.
Yeah. Not to make everyone hate me, but my student loans are paid off.
Mine are. I'm taking mine to the grave.
I've decided. Yeah, probably me too.
I'm not even going to pay on them at this point. I don't even care. Like, they're going to wreck my credit. That means I can't own a house. I'm a millennial. We're not going to own houses ever.
You're never retiring either.
I'm never going to retire. I'm going to die sitting in my desk doing whatever the fuck I do. I don't even know what I do for work.
Like we all are.
Listen to books.
You're going to type things.
Yeah.
And talk to me on the phone.
It's literally all I do.
Pretty much.
My kids are going to be like, thanks, Mom. She passed on these student loans to us. I'm like, you're welcome.
They're going to be supporting.
They won't pay them either.
They won't pay them either. I'm going to tell them not to pay them.
Kids.
You raise them right. They won't pay your student loans either.
No, I did raise them right.
Exactly. My son is going to have to be paying off Semisonic for playing closing time at my funeral. So I don't know how much they're going to charge him for that, but
do you need me to
hopefully it's a fucking lot. I don't know.
Get their service.
Are you still going to be 28 by then?
Probably.
Okay, then that might work. We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be. I'm like, do you want to get with this hot?
Oh my God, Amy, do
this
not.
Young hot piece of.
I can't stress this enough to you.
Oh my God.
Do not sleep with either of my children.
Oh God, no. Oh God, no.
Oh my God, you guys would be funny on that MILF Manor show.
I'm just saying. Also do not sleep with my brother, but that line is here, and then there's another line.
Those pictures that were sent.
Yeah, pick one, Charone.
Oh my gosh,
I'm just saying.
It was the second one, right?
Okay, so they said
my gay son said the top one. I'm just saying, and I didn't prompt him.
Your son, he doesn't know what he's fucking talking about.
Is it because he's gay, Amy? Are you homophobic?
Yes, that's exactly why it is. No, it's because he has terrible fucking judgment. That's why.
Oh, because he's my kid? Is that why?
Here's the thing: is like,
yeah,
I can't like if a guy has like facial hair, I feel like I can't tell it's his hotness because it like covers up his face.
I understand,
but you include that as part of the look. That's the whole thing.
Yes, but I'm just not into it. I mean, I can deal. Like my husband like has like a little bit. I can't make him shave it all off. It just grows back. Like I can't keep up. But like I cannot deal with like Eli Bosnick and his beard. Oh my God, I would make him shave.
I've never seen that. I've never met him. I need to meet him.
Oh, he looks like freaking Santa Claus with that thing.
I mean, I used to think I hated beards. I really did.
I was one in high school. It's true.
You're not the only one of my friends who was in high school.
I know. I was Mormon. I was trying to be good.
You know, I changed my mind about them.
I mean,
except I don't know.
Beard rides are fun.
Oh, Amy.
Such
a whore.
Yeah, all my dick appointments have beards. I had to do a count.
What are you at, 25 now?
No. What?
I think it's 25. Yeah.
It's not. I'm still
Aren't those the pictures you're sending me?
I'm really low. No. My
You're low on vitamin D, Amy.
Today. I was momming all weekend.
Gross.
My kids needed mom because their grandpa had a heart attack, so they need mom time.
I guess that's valid. I am not doing that this weekend, so.
Well, I'm not doing it next weekend. Next weekend I have plans.
Next weekend I have kids. Guess we're on different schedules. Anyway, so
you gotta get on the dad schedule with me so we can have the same weekends.
I'm on the dad schedule.
No. Oh.
Oh my god. That was a really deep cut joke. So Charone, is there anything you wanted to talk about or that we didn't talk about? Because frankly, we're terrible at this and we wing everything. Before we wrap up the show, like, is there anything you want to?
We should really script me.
No, we shouldn't.
Not so much. Your conversation just now was making me think of, actually, we just watched this movie last night because I was thinking if you guys talking about like your kids and not having enough time, you could split kids. This thing now. I saw this movie last night called Baby Splitters. Have you seen this?
No.
It's with Danny Pudi from Community.
Oh yeah.
It's overly long. It's okay. Like it's an okay movie. It's
You're really selling it.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like to oversell movies. You know how?
Yeah, I understand that. I tell people, I'm like, it was the best thing you've ever seen, and I'm not overselling this.
And then they're just immediately disappointed.
Okay, no, but Dave Made a Maze is the best movie I've ever seen.
You keep telling me that, but now I can't watch it because I know I'm going to be disappointed.
I haven't even heard of
do
that.
not watch a trailer. Just watch it blind. It's on Prime. It is an indie horror.
Like the word horror in it just.
It's not scary at all. It's not scary.
So it's an indie horror movie that is not scary.
Indie horror comedy.
Is that what you're telling me?
Surrealism comedy horror movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
and I like comedy.
I'm not
horror
sold.
movies.
I do too. We just watched The Selling the other day, which was delightful.
Oh yeah, with the house.
That movie's delightful.
Good.
But this movie, Dave Made a Maze, is so good. I've watched it like 4 times, and I love it every time. So
we'll have to watch that one.
Yeah, this guy made a maze in his living room. It's great.
So it's just about a guy who makes a maze in his living room.
A box maze.
A box maze. Have you ever seen Dave Makes a Maze? Person standing in the kitchen.
Dave Made a Maze. Watch it on Prime. Watch it on Prime tonight.
Have you seen Dave Made a Maze? See, it's probably garbage.
Watch it tonight. You know what?
I don't
You know who
wanna
would
watch it
like
tonight.
it? You know who would like it? First Picture.
Probably. That fucking dork.
I'm gonna text him right now.
Just don't sleep with him. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not gonna sleep with him. He's all the way in
You
Minnesota.
you can send him movie recommendations. Just
It'll be written across my tits.
Oh my god, Amy!
MILF Manor season 2.
Don't make it weird.
I'm sorry, I'm not making it weird. My brother's hot too. I get it. It's fine.
I haven't seen a picture of
You
your
both
brother.
have to have sons that also like to sleep with MILFs. That's how the show works.
Okay.
Okay.
My son is probably he's a massive whore. He's always talking about his polycule. No, but he's always talking about his polycule and how he's going to like hang out at this apartment with his 3 partners and they're going to have dinner. And I'm just like, yeah, the older one, the one with the Harry Potter glasses.
He's in a polycule.
The little nerd Harry Potter glasses. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, have you seen that Netflix show, Build Me a Sex Room?
Yes. Leslie and Aaron and I watched that a couple weeks ago. Oh my god, that woman does amazing work.
I need one in my new house that I'm going to be paying through the nose for. So I throw a party and you totally can come to my party, my housewarming party. It'll be in Texas though, but you know.
Yeah. Well, have a atheist con or something.
We tried, but they got burned by a pasta con.
Oh my god, I'm out of wine again.
Remember that?
There's no more wine in my cup.
Penn and Teller.
How will I get more wine?
Yeah, that was here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There's no more wine.
I've never been to
There's
a
no more
PastaCon.
wine.
Oh no, they got burned by a PastaCon because the lady that was running it stole the money.
Oh,
She's in prison. She was. I don't know if she is anymore. So
I'm just over here trying to get more wine, and I can't get anybody to listen to me.
It's fine. It's a whole thing. But we've talked about doing a convention in Texas because there's enough atheists here.
Yeah.
And we lost a lot of the garbage ones.
I have, I have about three small of those.
Mute yourself.
I think this might be the entire bottle. It's really good. It's a pineapple flavor.
So is there anywhere we can meet you or see you or
Well,
you want to promote?
Yeah, like Twitter.
If anyone listening or watching happens to be a fan of improv comedy and within stone's throw of Columbus, Ohio,
Okay.
I will be performing in the Nestival, which is a improv festival that's happening at the Nest Theater in Columbus, April Fool's weekend. So
Okay.
it's March 31st. My team is called Porch Cats, named after the porch cat. That's me and Greg.
Obviously.
Greg and I.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah.
I saw your clip of the New York apartment or something that you shared.
New York.
Or you were yelling at your neighbor.
Oh, that show, that pilot. Yeah. It was a
So
pilot
I
that
thought
happened in
you
New
were.
Yorker.
I thought you lived in New York this whole time.
I used to live in Jersey and go to New York.
That's where that's where I thought you were over on the East Coast.
I go that's where a lot of acting jobs are, so I still travel there. I was in another movie that'll be out. I only have one scene in it, but it should be funny. But it's called Dog Fugitive. That should be out in May.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah,
please do.
We'll share it.
Yeah. So, and then if anyone likes to do, I occasionally perform at Imposters Theater in Cleveland. I live kind of close to Cleveland, so.
Okay, I have a friend in Cleveland. I can stay with.
Me too.
Yeah.
She's more my friend.
Come visit.
Is she? Is she more your friend?
She likes me more.
Does she? I'm not going to cite instances.
She said she would drive up here to see me.
Yeah, because you're not far.
Has she ever offered to drive down to Texas? I don't think so.
I live in Texas. No one wants to come to Texas.
Fair point.
They're afraid Ted Cruz will shoot them. Or abort their babies.
Or date rape them.
Okay.
I feel like he's date rapey.
What were they wearing?
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
You can't just tempt fucking Ted Cruz.
That's a terrible joke that I even made about myself when I was assaulted. I was like, but what was I wearing?
I mean,
I haven't worn that dress since then, but
it's solid.
It was blue, which is a whore color.
Wow. Wow. You say that while seeing my eyeshadow. And my necklace.
I didn't know it was blue. I don't look at you. I look at myself this whole time.
So Charone, do you want people to follow you on these social medias? Do you have
I don't do Twitter anymore because fuck Elon Musk.
Nope.
Right.
Yep.
I do Instagram. It's under my name. I'm at Charone Frankel, I think.
I don't think I'm following you. I need to follow you.
Oh yeah.
Well, we were Facebook friends. I was like, why aren't we Facebook friends? I loved your show and I've known all about you for years. I'm like, why weren't we friends?
Yeah.
I have this blind spot where
you've remedied it now, though.
I have.
Right? Good.
But I do that. I want to be people's friends and then I forget with that ADHD.
I mean, that's kind of a classic ADHD trait.
Just I don't have it.
I still don't think you have it though. No. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
we can talk about ADHD and a trauma response another time.
Good idea.
I will quote Joe Rogan for everybody.
Nice.
I have. Well, no, it's if your brain has to develop during fight or flight, it doesn't develop correctly, and you don't really process things very correctly.
Well, that makes
your
sense.
whole life. If you grow up in an environment that you have fear and stuff, so makes sense to me.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
So, do you have ADHD actually, or is it a trauma response that's misdiagnosed as ADHD by Amy? That's
Amy with a Y. We'll have to.
I don't misdiagnose.
Okay.
I'm a qualified armchair psychologist. I have a certificate from the online interwebs.
Did you print it out yourself? I'm also a WebMD doctor.
Yeah, nice.
It's cancer, Amy. It's cancer.
It's always cancer.
Those migraines, brain cancer.
Definitely cancer. I had a scratch on my hand cancer.
But it really was.
But it really wasn't.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
I have a pimple on my nose. It's probably
This is why I drink the blood of young children. It cures cancer. Most people don't know that. You heard it here first. Now Joe Rogan's going to do a podcast.
You need to go to a dermatologist. I need to go too. Because I'm pretty sure I have skin cancer on my nose because I'm a redhead and I got burned like constantly my whole like growing up. Because I grew up in Texas and I was out on boats and, rivers and
all that shit.
Yeah.
All that hot girl shit.
Now I have, now my hot girl shit is Zelda and drinking indoors.
Nice.
Anyway, it is very important to get screened by a dermatologist once a year. My dad has had a melanoma, I think maybe 2.
Yeah, I have skin cancer in my family because we're all redheads. So
I had a whole bunch on my hand. They all got cut out. But I go to the dermatologist every year and they do like a full body. It's kind of uncomfortable. Yeah, they do a full body fucking thing of.
Nice. This sounds fun. Yeah. How old's the dermatologist?
I mean, she's like in her 30s.
Nice.
Which, if I were of a different persuasion, would probably be very hot.
I don't know. It's actually not. Going to the doctor is never hot, actually.
It's really not.
No.
But, so guess what I did? I pulled up the patrons.
Oh, good.
Aren't you proud of me? I'm such a fucking professional. So if you want to give us your money,
we will take it.
Which we would appreciate because we need to buy so much fucking blood of young children. And it's really
expensive. I need a new house.
I need new gingerbread for my house so I can lure all the young children.
I'm going to be podcasting from my closet.
To get their blood.
Because I figure that's probably the best location.
You would not be the first.
I'm taking, I know Rich
Lots
and Deanna
of people
used to do that.
podcast from their closet.
Yeah, no, they used to, I'm telling everybody, I'm like, I'm taking the master bedroom and I'm podcasting from there. I'll work in there too. I don't care. I'm never going to leave except to make my tea.
Yeah, why would you need to?
And get snacks.
Are you going to have a man to make your tea and get your snacks for you?
Of course I will. I'm living with 2 men.
Perfect. Exactly. That's all you need. Anyway, so yeah, if you go to
text, need tea.
If you go to patreon.com/secularsoup, you can give us all of your money and we can buy all of the whiskey and children's blood and nail polish.
Whiskey is fucking expensive because I'm a bougie bitch and I like the good stuff.
Everything's gone up in price. So our $6.66 a month and more patrons are Nathan, who still is owed a response from me because he messaged me fucking ages ago.
Me.
And you know how things get just like if you don't respond right away, then they move further. I'm a terrible fucking person.
To the patrons from my show, and I didn't even do my show anymore.
Yeah, I feel bad for Nathan because he is owed a response, and things have been crazy. I haven't forgotten about you, Nathan. You're delightful. And thank you. We've also got Jason. We have got
don't forget about Jason.
Jason, I know. I feel like we should start something between Jason and Sarah because they could have a really good villainous thing going. So Jason, then we have, let's see, this is a long one that is, let's see if I can do this correctly. Shop small, shop Katie and Laura's fancy satin panties at fancysatinpanty.com.
I like panties.
I mean, who doesn't? Renee.
Like satin would kind of probably give me like a rash, but I like
maybe
panties.
Not if they're fancy satin.
That's true. And if they're washed first.
Exactly. And if you don't wear them for like 7 days straight, Amy.
Okay, mind your business.
I'm just saying, sometimes you need to change that.
And I am a water conservationist. I'm saving the planet. In the hot tub.
I know you're a never nude, so it's hard to ever take them off.
I would literally wear clothes all the time.
Clothes are overrated.
Barely. I barely wear clothes, but I do wear them.
You wear really slutty clothes.
I do. Amy saw me in my slutty romper.
Pajamas are everything she wears is slutty. It's just all slutty.
I'm in a romper right now.
Although, oh my god, check this out.
That's gorgeous.
Check this out. TJ Maxx. Fucking.
I distracted her. Damn it.
Nice.
That's really pretty. Do the sequins give you or sores on your arm?
They sure do.
Yeah. That's the sign of a quality sequin.
But they're worth it.
Are they?
Because do you see how shiny Look at how
Yeah, I
shiny.
know, but then you always have like some kind of rash.
Oh
on
yeah,
your
like
arms
it's
afterwards.
always
It
it
hurts
scrapes
so
and it
bad.
hurts, and you have to only wear it for like an hour or two.
Yeah,
But
because
I will
I
tell
wore
you,
sequins when we went to Denton. I was ripped
too.
up. Oh my god!
I'll tell you a secret. When I'm wearing sequins, I didn't actually wear this the entire day. I put this on right before we started.
Oh, I know. Me same. I was napping.
Trade secret.
I have loungewear with sequins. No.
I mean, as
but
long as they're not
I want to
scraping like
now.
right here.
Well, I just my pajamas are. I wear rompers. I wear a lot of rompers.
Slutty rompers.
Okay, they're not that slutty, but they have giant cutouts right at in the center.
So slutty.
And I call myself a sexy toddler, which makes my partner go, please don't do that. Please don't call yourself a sexy toddler when you climb into bed with me. God. Because I'm also like super short in like a romper. So
You basically do look like a sexy toddler.
it's really unnerving.
I've seen it. I mean,
Very unnerving. People are like, I'm attracted to her, but she's the size of a 5-year-old. Good God.
Amy.
Maybe an 8-year-old. I'm being
Got my wine.
mean to myself.
I'm not done with this fucking list yet.
Sorry. I was giving myself
Renee. Brentley. We need to get Brentley and Nikki back on the show.
Yes.
I fucking miss Nikki so much.
We should send
Kind of Brentley, but mainly Nikki.
Nikki's amazing.
I miss the shit out of Nikki. April, Paul, Sarah, Randall. I can't believe Randall's hanging in there this long. Like
Randall loves us.
fucking champ. Randall's amazing. Life in the Left Lane, who has definitely forgotten they're our patron. Yesh, Natalie, Wendy, Maddie, Nuggin, and Charone. Pick just a totally fucking random number off the top of your head. Like
if it's high, no big deal.
The first fucking number you think of, what is it?
823.
Perfect.
Valid.
823rd favorite Rich is our other patron. Hear that, Rich? 823, motherfucker.
You know what you did.
You know what you did. Okay. So that's it. He knows
He's gonna
what he did,
rack his
trust me.
brain. He has no idea what
He's
he
gonna
did.
be thinking for days, going, "What did I do?"
He's gonna be sending us group text like, "What the
He
fuck
is.
did I do?" I'm gonna be like,
Agonizing over it, talking about it in therapy, just asking all of his friends, like, "What the fuck did I do to get 820?"
That's the group text. We're his friends.
But you know what you fucking did.
You know what you did.
You know what you did. Thank you for joining us. We will come back next week. Thank you, Sharon, for joining us.
This was delightful.
Thank you.
And
So much fun.
You can keep talking to us in the chat because you're fun. I like you.
Yeah, you're fun. Most people we kick off immediately.
Don't.
Are like,
You like
fuck.
block
And
them
we
on
talk
Facebook.
about them after they leave. But for you,
This one time.
they hang out.
No, we usually once people come on the show, we're like, okay, they're cool, and we like them.
We're like, we're your best friends now. We're gonna message you constantly. You're
And
gonna
get in fights in the group chat.
right.
We're
It's just gonna
watch
be
the
me and
fight.
Amy getting in fights, but you're going to enjoy it. It's
I
like,
feel really bad for Callie too because we did that to her a couple weeks
we
ago.
totally timelined Callie. We were just like, hey, we're here now.
Guess what? We're fighting,
And nudes
and they're
shit.
just like, "Oh my god, why are they in here fighting? Just group chat with
like,
me,
we're
fighting."
not friends. I don't understand what's
People
happening.
assume we're friends. We're not actually friends.
It's a bit. It's how
No,
comedy
that's
works.
awesome. That's awesome. I love,
Yeah,
I love,
keep
I love
talking.
texting. I'm not the best. Like
You're fine.
I'm lazy. So sometimes people will send me a text. I guess I'm like Heath and write a little bit like that. Like I don't respond always. I'm like, I don't want to write in a text. It's an ADHD thing or whatever.
I don't respond to messages for days. Amy knows this. I'll sit there and I won't respond to them for days. I'll send my nudes. Just to keep
news is always fun though.
Well, I have to keep all of the fish on the line or whatever the people are saying. All the worms. I don't know what
all the
I'm
hooks
saying.
in the water.
I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm making that up right now.
I don't know. I send
copyrighted
those, but I don't talk to people for a couple days, except for I have like 2 people I talk to. That's it.
Is one of them me? I know it's not. It's okay. It's not me. It's fine. I don't talk to you either. Fuck you. And with that, join us next week for Fuck You with Amy and Amy.
You guys can go. I'll close the show.
All right. I
Bye.
trust you. Bye.
Great day.
Nice to meet you, Sharon.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
all of you motherfuckers who put up with the Amy's droning on week after week. If you enjoy their delightful bitchcraft, please follow them on all of the social medias and send them all of your money on Patreon or PayPal. You can find them on these platforms by using the Google machine. It's not hard. If you want to bitch with other fans about the show, join the Secret Soup Talk Facebook group. If you want to tell Amy and Amy to fuck off personally, you can send an email to secularsouppodcast@gmail.com, although it may go unanswered. Please rate and review the show on iTunes, Facebook, and wherever else you can review things like this. It will help spread the soup gospel far and wide. And hey, text someone right now. Tell your friends. As always, we'll leave you with the vocal stylings of Mr. Eli Bosnick.
Secular soup creed. Soup is the ultimate virtue. It's delicious, nutritious, patriarchy smashing, racism fighting, warm and fuzzy, human affirming, fun having, anti-theist, glitter throwing, tummy satisfying, pair of new shoes fulfilling, diversity seeking, happiness. Minestrone, beef and barley, chicken broth and split pea, gazpacho, tomato, clam chowder and potato, chicken noodle, beef noodle, egg drop and ramen cup, miso, gumbo, leek and pho. Grab a bowl and taste the magic. Slurp even this.